ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Kevin King with a pick. There he goes right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick 6 and get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
The line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett. Now it's Carson. works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much short of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's third.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Packers 7, Seahawks 0.
On 3rd down, Carson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Myers on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, take 26. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Come on, the ball, Mike, 54.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
Aaron Jones.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He had his his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
The tackle by Dean Lowry.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now. And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 7.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer 1st.
The 45-yard line.
Rodgers on target there to Lazard. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards, the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. 20. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
3-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Rodgers again now. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Wilson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and 5. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll go again to Jones. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On the Seahawks' 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
And the 11.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a throw here, hold in. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Wilson. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
To DK Metcalf.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flushed out right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Wilson on target there to Moore. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Seahawks.
Again, Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
And the Seahawks' 1st down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Carson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
The tackle made.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Crosby on now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Third, operating from the gun. Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
From the gun, Wilson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Seattle.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. Wilson will throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw again is Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Rodgers looking to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.